Hello, it's Common. Let's get into the nitty gritty. And this video is for my fellow white Americans. Let's get over this invasion of immigrants coming to this country, saying they're poisoning the blood of this nation. They're rapists, they're criminals, they've been left out of asylums. Let's put it this way. My mother is American Indian. And guess what white people did to her people? They invaded this country. They were rapists. They were murderers. They tried to wipe out the whole entire Indian population just to get this land. And then to hear you say that you're worried about Mexicans and brown people coming into this country and taking over. First of all, they'll never be able to take over. They just can't. They don't have the weaponry. They don't have backing of any people per se. They're not going to be able to take over this country. But for someone who did commit violent acts, and I'm not saying all white people. I know white people that have been here one or two generations. They weren't the original people coming over to this land. They just came over here recently. So it's not for you that I'm complaining about, but I'm talking about those who have been here. They were the invaders. They were the violent ones. They were the rapists. They were the murderers that tried to wipe out the whole entire Indian population of the United States of America. And then to have you come back like you're on some fucking high horse, acting like you're better than someone else, it pisses me the hell off. Where do you get the right to tell someone to go back where they came from when you're not from here? You're from Europe or wherever else might you come from. Australia, I don't know. But you're not the original people of this land. And the people that were slaughtered, look at some of the Indian reservations they have these people living on. They've been delegated. You're lucky the Indians don't try to fight back for their land. They don't get lawyers and say, hey, look, you stole this from us. You murdered us. You committed all types of crimes against us just so you could get this land to call it as your own? How can you sit there and say that if somebody broke into your house and they said, this is my house, what would you do? You would sit there and fight them tooth and nail, either with a gun or you go to the legal system. This person's a squatter. They need to get out of my house. Well, how do you think the American Indians might feel like about you? You are the squatter in their land. You're the one who took over their land. You didn't ask for permission. I mean, you might have got Indians to sell you some land, but Indians didn't believe you could own anything because guess what? As an American Indian, you think this all is some sort of godly-like land. The sun god, the land god. And God says this is his land. So how can I sell you something that I don't own when it belongs to God? And then to hear people say, like with the Haitian immigrants, they were invited here. There were white people that didn't want to work in Ohio. They didn't have enough employees, so they came to help out. And then you shit on them? You try to make them look like the bad guy? Well, the bad guy, not all white people, I don't want to sit here and say that because that's crap too. Because there's white people that have been fighting all along. How did black people get freed? White people helping them out. How did women get the right to vote? White men helping people out. So I don't say everyone is bad, but those that think that this is their land when it wasn't, you need to learn more so you can do better.